All right, boys, so we're back here and we're ready to talk some more abilities. So in today's video, we're going to be going over the best ability lineup in Madden 24. Now, I will say the best ability lineup is not necessarily the best card at every position. A lot of it is, but it's not necessarily the same. And we're going to get it started with quarterback. So quarterback, there's one quarterback that gets every ability you need, and it's for relatively cheap AP, and that's going to be Ben Roethlisberger for sure. Now, this does make you run a certain card on defense that would have made the list anyway, and we'll talk about it in a second, but he can be up to 86 speed and his throw power gets boosted by, I believe, 10. It's either 9 or 10 with Troy P, who we're about to cover anyway. And he does have that Slinger 5 release. Again, not the best release in the game. This has actually been a release that's kind of grown on me a little bit, but when we look at his abilities, okay, he can get roaming Deadeye, master tactician, no look Deadeye, gunslinger, fearless, set feet lead, gift wrapped, all for 6 AP. No other quarterback in the game can get those abilities for that cheap. And right now, I think fearless is one of the most slept on abilities in the game. And it's really a not get cheated ability. So Big Ben is going to be our quarterback today. Now, also with Big Ben, we have to go over to defense real quick, and we have to play Troy Polamalu. Reason for this is we have to run the token on him, which he would have been on the team anyway, so it's not really that big of a deal, right? He gets that deep zone, mid zone, pick artist for 1 AP, and with the token, we can throw on a flat zone knockout on top of that for 0 AP. All right, but now we're going to keep going on offense. Now, running back right here, you can have 1 or 2 people. It's either Eric Dickerson or Bo Jackson. We're going to have Eric Dickerson because recently, guess what? They released a bundle for another token, so now we can have 2 token players. So Eric Dickerson, again, 98 speed, 6'3", getting the angry runs or the freight train, can run either one, but also gets human joystick, energizer, and jukebox 0 AP. Jukebox is really the biggest one, but human joystick and energizer is a nice boost on top of that. And we're spending 1 AP on it with that pre-lit X factor as well. So on offense, we've spent 7 out of our 9 AP. Now we're going to talk about wide receiver. So at wide receiver 1 right here, we're going to have Randy Moss, 6'4" height, 99 speed, just great route running across the board. And the big one for me is getting that jukebox ability, of course. A wide receiver 2 right here, we are going to go ahead and have Calvin Johnson, new ultimate legend. Now this card's kind of crazy. So he's 6'5". Actually, we'll move Calvin to wide receiver 1 because he's the best receiver in the game, but he gets red zone threat, jukebox, and that deep elite ability for 0 AP, which is just kind of nuts. And at wide receiver 3 right here, this is one of my personal favorite receivers in the game. This is Stefon Diggs. So Stefon Diggs, again, 98 speed, great route runnings. He gets that deep elite ability, but also route tech for 0 AP. Still the only 0 AP route tech receiver in the game. And what's actually kind of tough right now is finding where to spend the X factors at. Are we subbing out Calvin, Randy, or I guess some people would want to sub out Diggs to run an X factor, but I mean, I feel like these receivers are just so godly, you don't really need to. And at fullback right here, we are going to have Alec Ingold with that honorary lineman for 0. And now something that's a little bit slept on though too is we can talk about utility players now. 2 of them, or you could do one or the other. 2 of them are going to be Bijan Robinson and also Christian Okoye as well. So the reason why these 2 I'm considering utility players is getting that goal line back for 0. So just a goal line back. But again, if you have freight train or angry runs, I'd rather run angry runs in the red zone, of course. I'm just saying really the tight end is going to be Tony G as well. But on Tony G as well, what I'd recommend running is he gets that built-in red zone threat, but obviously that jukebox for 0 is great. We can also then go ahead and also run that secure protector for 1 AP, and that's 8 out of our 9 AP spent right there. And as a backup tight end too, this is again kind of another utility player. I'm gonna have Gronk just because he's such a good run blocker as well. And again, we have some X factor spots remaining. So again, another utility player is Heath Miller. You could use him in the red zone. 0 AP X factor right here with Vanguard. But in total, we have 2 X factors on offense. Now, offensive line right here, all about secure pro for 0. At left tackle, we can have Andrew Thomas, which I'm gonna try to fill this up with as many 0 AP secure pros as possible. So like Andrew Whitworth right here, 95 overall with the lighted up token. Center, we can have Jason Kelsey with that secure pro. Right guard, we can have Larry Allen with that secure pro. And at right tackle, we can have Rob Havenstein, again, 0 AP secure pro. What you could do is if you don't want to play someone out of position, like Andrew Whitworth right here, we can go ahead and say even get Kevin Dotson, who does get 1 AP secure pro. So your line could look like this, but I would say Whitworth would be the best option just because the 0 AP secure pro. And this right now is what the offensive side of the ball is looking like. Now we talk about defense, we have 1 of 2 routes. It's either coverage X factors or D-line X factors. And really it's preference which one you want. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer for that. But in my opinion, a non-debatable card that has to be on the team is Aaron Donald. We're spending 1 AP with Troy P. And the reason why I'm running him is momentum shift. I think momentum shift is just, it's so nice to have. With Aaron Donald with momentum shift, it's 4 AP. But then with his base abilities, relentless, inside stuff, secure tackler, all for 0. So in total right now, we have spent 5 out of our 11 AP. Again, love this Aaron Donald card. So what that makes me do is I'm thinking it's just a lot easier to run the coverage X factor. So that's what I'm going to do in today's video. And at outside corner number 1, we are going to have Tariq Woolen, 6'4" height, 98 speed, 90 man, 90 zone, 90 press. He gets that universal coverage X factor for 1 AP, pick artist for 0. So now we spent 6 out of our 11 AP, and let's go to CB2 right here, and let's get, again, one of my favorite cards, Namdi Asomugha right here. Now he's 6'3", 98 speed, 90 man, 90 zone, 90 press, and he gets universal coverage for 0 AP with pick artist and flat zone knockout. Our outside corners, Tariq Woolen is going to take a little bit to charge up. It's like 9 plays, but after 9 plays, we have God tier, CB1, CB2. With regular head-to-head, it's fine, right? Now, CB3 and 4, these are slot corners. For sure, we're going to go ahead and have Chris Harris Jr. This card, 98 speed. His abilities, flat zone knockout, mid zone knockout, secure tackler, all for 0 AP. Now, at CB4 right here, I would say this can be argued. If you want to keep it in position, it's still probably Charles Tillman with mid zone and flat zone for 0 AP, but I don't really recommend that because what's so valuable about Chris Harris, right, is the fact that he gets that secure tackler, man. So we're actually, instead of covering some starters real quick, I'm going to cover 2 utility players that I love. And at strong safety right here, it's Rodney Harrison. Gets a mid-zone knockout, tackle supreme for 0 AP. Great as a user in like a nickel, a dime, a dollar set. Also great for red zone situations to play that safety position because that tackle supreme isn't going to get faked out by the jukebox, which is one of the most annoying things in the game right now. And also as a backup strong safety, these both can be slot players for you. They can be slub linebackers, but Rashad Jones gets mid-zone knockout and tackle supreme for 1 AP. These 2 guys are utility players for me. And so far, we've spent 7 out of our 11 AP with Rashad Jones being a utility player, which is fine, right? And again, I'll put Tillman right here just as like another slot DB, mid-zone, flat zone for 0 AP. Now let's go ahead and go to the starting free safety. Obviously going to be Brian Dawkins. Gets that deep zone, mid-zone, and pick artist in total for 1 AP. So far, no one's out of position. Look, they're starting to drop safeties with safety abilities. Corners are looking great. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to linebacker real quick. Linebacker is going to go ahead and be Derek Brooks. These are coverage players for me, by the way, too. So Derek Brooks gets that mid-zone knockout, that lurk artist, and you could either run secure tackler or flat zone knockout for 0 on him. Either way, I think he's just a godlike player. Now at middle linebacker right here, we obviously want lurk artist mid-zone for 0. So like Fred Warner, and we can even go Bobby Wagner right here too. Lurk artist mid-zone for 0 AP. And then at left outside linebacker right here, we would probably want the same thing again, right? So we can also go ahead and get Demario Davis as well. Again, lurk artist mid-zone, all these players for 0 AP. And then I will say some users that are nice too. Bo Jackson, again, this could be another utility player. Lurk artist, secure tackler on Bo Jackson. We can even put him like right here. This is potential user. And then also another potential user is Ted Hendricks right here. So just choose between these 2 who you want to user. And then on the defensive line right here at left end has to be JJ Watt. Gets that run stuffer, which is essentially inside stuff, no outsiders. Then he can get lurk artist or secure tackler, and then also out of my way. I think he's the best non-X factor rusher, including like Aaron Donald, because he can get momentum shift with that, which I guess is like a X factor as well. These 2 cards right here, I absolutely love these 2 cards. Now at defensive tackle for me, there's a couple cards that I really like. Mean Joe Green with that interior threat and inside stuff for 0 AP. Great, love that card. And also, I know he's so expensive, but the fridge is still great as well because he does get that lurk artist secure tackler combo, which lurk artist on the defensive line is nice because if you're sending like a lot of pressure, balls up in the air, your defensive lineman can catch and potentially turnover value, pick 6, however you want to say it, right? And you know what? Some of y'all are going to be proud of me. Only 1 person out of position today, and just Demario Davis. It's another lurk artist mid-zone linebacker. Like, you don't even really need all 4 of these guys. You probably need like maybe 2 or 3. I mean, you could go 3 of them and then play Derek Brooks on the D line as well, and then have like a hybrid player, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, boys, also we'll go over kicker and punter. Kicker is Justin Tucker, can get all the abilities you need for a kicker. Punter, just can use Pat McAfee. So yeah, boys, this has been the lineup today. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, man. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Ultimate Team content just like this. Now, if you guys do want to go ahead and see me use a team just like this live, I stream every single day, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. To watch on the YouTube side of things, make sure to hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch, check out this one right here because Mutt Draft is back.